Hey everybody, Terry Camp here, and today I want to talk to you about marriage. And so a lot of you know I'm a pastor, been a pastor, and so I'm pretty big on the Bible and what God has to say about it. Now here's the thing, you guys. I've been married today 28 years to my current bride, Mary. But here's also the truth is I was married before, man. When I was 19, I was engaged, got married just like 1 month after I was 20. Didn't do that well at all. So here's why I'm telling you that. I've done it wrong, I've done it right. And in the time I did it right, there was a lot of struggles. And I know if you've been married for any length of time, you have struggles too. Listen, we all go through struggles. But if you have a right foundation, if you have a right perspective, if you have common goals, all these things are gonna make a difference. And so here's what I wanna encourage you today. That you gotta understand, you got two imperfect people becoming one. God says it this way. The flesh, the two become one flesh. A man and a woman, they come together, they become one. Now, in the becoming one, a lot of times you hear this in the world, opposites attract. Oh my gosh, I just love how this and that and this and that. And it's exactly opposite of who you are. Then we get together and all of a sudden we start trying to change the other person to be more like us. And that causes tension. You've got baggage that comes into a marriage, and everybody's got stuff in their life. And when you now try to bring it together, there's even more trouble. Even in the Bible, in 1 Corinthians chapter 7, Paul writes about it, and he said, man, you're going to have trouble if you get married, and I hope to spare you of this. So if you're going through some rockiness, if it isn't just sunshine and lollipops all the time, hey man, welcome to marriage. Now get over it. But here's the thing. God worked it out this way, that if you will put him first in your marriage, that it will all work out. And a lot of times what we have first in our marriages is what we want. We're not so much about the other person. My parents been married before my dad passed. They were married over 50 years, man. I never saw my parents argue, ever. Now, I'm not saying they didn't. I'm just saying I never saw it. And one of the things that the best piece of advice they gave me was this, that marriage is not a 50-50 deal. It is 100-100. You give 100% of yourself to your spouse, and your spouse gives 100% of themselves to you. And if you will do it that way, your whole relationship will be different. Put God at the center, get focused on some common goals. Even if you guys have different interests, you can still support the other one. And if you can get common on a pursuit that you can both be involved in, man, life goes to the next level. Your marriage will go to the next level. You'll start to communicate differently. And just the idea of, I know the word, a lot of people don't like the word submit, but here's the deal. In Ephesians, okay, Paul writes about this, and he starts the whole section on marriage with this: submit to one another out of reverence for Christ. Each of you is mutually submitting. What does that mean? Putting the other person's needs ahead of yours. And if you will do this one thing, I know it ain't easy. I know you want what you want, just like me. I know. But if you'll do this one thing, you guys, it can transform your whole marriage. If you want more information on this, check out my page, check out my YouTube channel, and you will get lots of information on all things marriage related, relationship related, people related, because at the end of the day, God made us to be in community with other people, to be in relationship. And our relationships, what did he say? Love the Lord your God with all your heart, mind, and soul. Love your neighbor. And the neighbor is everybody. Love your neighbor as yourself. All right, thanks for checking it out. Catch you guys later.